Todd said that you were going to put your surgery off until after the Cal game.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to get that done as quickly as possible. They can start the recovery process. Why did you make that decision?
And I want to be there with my guys in the last game. I thought about, getting the surgery this week, but I just couldn't sit on the couch and watch my boys play and not be there and be able to help or be on a headset and talk to those guys and help coach them up. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Jordan, right before the start of the Territorial Cup, you huddled up with DJ and Mike. What were you telling them before the game, and also how special was it for them to win that game for you?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we've done before every game, before we run out or whatever. We just come together, and I think we live in the moment for, that brief period of time. We just, we tell each other we love each other, as corny as it may sound, but those are my best friends, and, we live in that moment for a second and just enjoy it, and that's something that I'll remember forever, doing that before every game. We didn't even plan on it. We just started in Texas A&M, and then it's just kind of continued every game. Besides USC, when Burko just kind of took off running, I was like, all right, I guess we're not doing it.
Jordan, when you came out for senior day, you kind of threw your crutches to the side and went without them.
Yeah.
Can you just walk us through that whole part of it?
Yeah, I can walk you through that, pun intended. No, I didn't want to, when I get pictures and when I look back on that moment, I don't want to see me in crutches. It'd take a little bit of pain walking out. But my adrenaline was rushing, so I didn't feel too much. It was a great time and just a real special moment. Obviously, sucks that I couldn't play in the last game, but there's not a play from that UW game where I feel like I didn't give everything I had and leave everything out on that field every day, especially in practice the week before. That's something our coaches always talked about, is just going hard every day, and that's something I've always done, so I have no regrets.
Jordan, when I talked to Todd Graham and Chris Bowl, they couldn't help but mention how upbeat you are on the sidelines, even last week when the injury was very fresh, and let alone against Arizona too. Is that part of just maybe feeling the responsibility that you need to go ahead and really coach as young players and make sure that your injury is not even that much magnified every week? Yeah,
I mean, we have a next man up mentality, and James and Saul and Chad, those guys have stepped up huge, especially in that second half of the UW game. As you guys saw, they didn't score, so I'm just trying to do what I can and watch and see if, and go through my reads as if I was out there and try to help James or, whoever it may be out there starting, in the position I've played these last 2 years. So they've done a great job, and, the coaches give me a headset so I can hear the play call and just kind of help as much as I can.
Jordan, just by chance, after the injury, I'm sure there's a variety of things that have gone on in your head. What kind of emotional roller coaster ride has it been to kind of deal with what you've endured?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was tough the first, couple days. Luckily I had my parents in town to help me out with a lot of things. Making me food and all that stuff. Just having them here has been a blessing. But yeah, it's been rough. Just having it be my last year and not getting to play in the senior game. And I didn't get to play against U of A one time when I was here, which hurt. But everything kind of felt better after we whooped them this weekend, so I'm good.
Jordan, how do you want your career to be remembered by Sun Devil fans?
And that's a good question. I mean, I just want to be remembered as a guy that, gave everything he had for his teammates and his coaches, and a passionate football player that loves the game. And, I owe a lot of my success to Coach Graham and Coach Ball and the players around me today. And in our meetings, Coach Graham said, you've made a lot of plays, but, it's all in the backs of the guys in front of you. All the D-line taking up, double team blocks so I can step in and fill a hole, or a linebacker taking on a lead blocker so I can step up and make a play. So I owe a lot of my, success to those guys and my teammates.
Jordan, two-part question. What lies ahead of you on the physical end to overcome the injury? And the second part, I talked to Coach Graham about this. He says that ever since the injury, you haven't been the one to mope or be depressed, and how you've gone about it just to stay upbeat.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've just, I did have a couple days there where I was, starting to feel sorry for myself, and, you know, if I felt sorry for myself when I was a walk-on, I wouldn't be where I am today. And so it's just another bump in the road and something I can overcome and something that is a part of my story and is going to be a part of my journey. And, you know, I'm looking forward to the challenges that this is going to give me. And I know the hard work isn't going to be a problem for me. I'm ready to put in the hard work and get better, and I'll get a chance at the next level, and I'll make it.
Jordan, your media success is well documented, but now that you maybe delved a little more into the coaching profession, I mean, do you think maybe that's more of a career path than media?
I mean, Coach Graham always tells me he wants me to be a coach, but you know, I haven't really decided on anything right now. My focus is going to be on getting this knee better and training and getting ready to go to the next level and play as long as I can. So that's the goal, and I'll worry about that stuff when the time comes.
Jordan, two-part Thanksgiving question.
Yes.
First off, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving? And secondly, what can Mike Bercovici expect from the Simone household on Thanksgiving?
Whew, it's a loaded question right there. Favorite part of Thanksgiving is just got to be, you know, being around family. Obviously, I mean, I haven't had a Thanksgiving in a while just because football, you know, usually takes up most of that time. But my parents do have a house out here now, and they weren't going to be here. But since I got injured, my mom has stayed, I think, just to be there for me. And I kind of guilt-tripped her by saying, you're just going to leave me when I get hurt. And so she's going to stay out here and make all of us Thanksgiving dinner. You guys are all more than welcome. Sorry, Mom. But what can Mike expect from our Thanksgiving? Man, he can expect a lot of food. The Simones do it big. Great turkey. My mom is probably the top 5 best turkey maker in King County, Washington. So just a lot of good food and a lot of good laughs.